My name is Kasanga Matthias. So today we are going to look at the factors that are responsible for the increased interest in the study of comparative education. Okay, now what does it mean, like comparative education? Comparative education, it means to compare, or it compares education in different countries or in different parts of the world, mainly to improve teaching and learning everywhere in the world. Thank you.
All right, the first factor is that it has improved communication and transportation. So modern transportation and communication. All right, the first factor is that it has an improved communication and transportation. So modern communication has a significant impact on education. Like for now, teachers and lecturers can use Zoom meetings with people from other countries for them to share ideas and share their objectives on how they can teach their learners. And as well, it saves time. For example, back then, people didn't use airplanes or cars that are fast, whereby people who needs to attend, for example, a workshop in Rundu, it will take the person less time to reach the place. Thank you.
Okay, I'll take you through the second factor, which is international cooperation. Growth of organizations such as UNESCO, UNICEF, and the World Bank has promoted cross-national studies and comparative analysis of education. Thank you.
Right, so I'm going to take you through colonial influence and decolonialization. Former colonies became interested in studying and comparing the education systems of the colonizers and other nations to reform their own systems. So colonies, who are the colonies? Colonies is a nation or people that are being colonized. And the colonizers are the ones that colonize the colonies. Okay? So, for instance, I'll give an example of Namibia. Namibia is a country which is currently using the education system or the curriculum from South Africa due to reasons of us being colonized by South Africans.
Okay, I'll be taking you through search for solutions to educational problems. Our nations look at how others have solved similar problems like literacy, funding, and curriculum and adapt lessons to their own contexts. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to take you through expansion of educational system. As education grows worldwide, there is a need more to compare policies, practices, and innovation across nations. Thank you.
So, international cooperation significantly influences the study of comparative education in several ways. One of those ways are globalization and educational exchange. As a country collaborate more closely, there is growing need to understand different education systems. So, it also fosters comparative education research and exchange program. The other one is that it also helps with policy borrowing and lending. So governments and policymakers look into other countries for inspiration when developing education policies. Making comparative education research valuable for identifying effective approaches. One of those programs as well is that research collaborations, which is the international partnership, enable the researchers to share partnership knowledge, resources, and then to share the field of comparative education. The last one is that it also helps to understand diversity of educational system, which is a comparative education helps researchers and policymakers to understand how different countries address common educational challenges, promoting mutual learning and improvement. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. And here I'm going to wrap up the presentation with the last factor, which is academic and intellectual curiosity. So to talk of the academic and intellectual curiosity in the Namibian context, scholars or policymakers are increasingly motivated to study how and why education systems differ and what can be learned from these differences. So this factor is actually inspired by the desire that the educators have to learn about different education systems worldwide, which is the one that pushes them to study or to ask questions such as why and how education systems work in different countries, which is after they assess that, they challenge their assumptions with their own education systems. So the pure pursuit of knowledge rather than practical needs of researchers drive them to explore, compare, and seek deeper understanding of education globally. So with that being said, we end our presentation. I thank you.